I meant to start filming this video at 12, but then I started arguing with racist people on Instagram. So it's now 2:30. It's fine. Here we are. Hey friends, what's up? So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you my everyday makeup routine. If you saw like a month ago, I uploaded my morning routine video, and that video had like an overview of my everyday makeup. I just showed you the different products that I'm using, but this video is going to be a lot more in depth of how I actually like to do each step. I've also added a couple products and changed a couple products, so it's definitely a refresh from that, and it's definitely a refresh from my last everyday makeup routine video, which was like the second or third video I uploaded onto this channel. It's still up if you want to have a painful experience, because one, I edited it on iMovie. It is filmed on my iPhone, and like I said, like my second or third video, so I'm very uncomfortable and awkward in it. But if you're curious, it's there. But today I'm going to be showing you the updated version, so I hope you guys enjoy. Also, let me know if you guys notice a difference in the audio of today's video, because I finally got my hands on a mic for my camera, which is ridiculously overdue considering I've had this channel for over a year now. But I honestly just didn't think it was going to make that big of a difference, and now that I have a mic, I know that it does. My brother's in video production and he roasted my audio in one of my videos, so I knew I needed to get a mic. Movo Photo actually reached out and asked me if I would want to try out one of theirs, and after looking them up and seeing that they were very well reviewed, very high quality, I said yes, and they sent me their double mic dual capsule condenser microphone. I really like this so far. What's cool about it is that there's a mic on either end, so what I've noticed when I use the internal mic of my camera is that there's kind of inconsistencies when I'm talking directly at it like I'm doing now, or where I'm showing you guys something and talking on the other end of it. But because this gets like 360 sound, all of the audio is super clear and consistent, and has been really easy when it comes to editing, so I really recommend it. I also loved how easy it was to install, because when it came I was kind of nervous. I thought it was going to be really complicated, but I set it up in like 5 minutes and it's going great. So if you're starting your own channel or do anything else with like a camera and need a good mic, I definitely recommend this one. I'll leave the link in the description box if you guys want to go check them out, but thank you so much to Movo Photo for sending me this mic and totally improving the quality of my videos. But okay, getting started with my makeup routine, the first thing I'm going to be using is the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Pro Filter Primer. I feel like I've been really struggling to find a primer that doesn't completely dry out my face, and Rihanna has never failed me. So I tried this one out. I really like it. She continues to impress me. If you haven't tried anything from the Fenty Beauty line, you are missing out. But I'm just going to be rubbing that all over my face. Okay, next, this is a new product that I just added and I really like it. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I've seen some people use this in place of foundation, but I most commonly see it just underneath foundation to kind of have like an inward kind of glow underneath your foundation, and I really like the effect of it. My goal with my makeup is always to have my skin look as natural and just glowy and dewy as possible, and I feel like this product really helps with that. What's funny is in middle school, I had just started wearing makeup, like this was 2011, 2012 maybe, and I was only allowed to wear powder and mascara, and powder was essential because the whole makeup trend at the time was to have a matte face. Like, you didn't want to look oily, so I used to pack powder on my face to the point of just having just such a flat face, like no highlights, no contours, just all one shade, and it looked ridiculous. Like, I looked 2D. Okay, next, on top of that, I'm just doing my Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid Foundation. This is a great drugstore foundation, honestly very nice quality and isn't super expensive, so this is a great option if you're looking for something drugstore. But I feel like it has good coverage. It's kind of like medium to heavy. What I really like about this foundation is that it kind of melts into my skin. Like, it doesn't just sit on top of it and look cakey, which is a problem I have with a lot of foundations, including high-end ones, not even just drugstore ones. So I've been really liking this one, especially when I can't always afford like $60 high-end foundations. Also, I'm using the Real Techniques Beauty Blender to blend this all in right now. I feel like this is very comparable to the actual beauty blender, like from the Beauty Blender brand. Say that 5 times fast. This is very comparable. That one is like $20 and I get 2 of these for around $20, and they're just as good. Okay, next for concealer, I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape. That's so mature. I'm sorry, I'm 12 years old. That was really unfortunate. I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape. I just started doing my concealer differently a few months ago, and I feel like this works a lot better for my face shape. I used to do like the triangles, which I feel like was the hack we all learned like 2014 from beauty gurus, but now they're telling us instead of doing those triangles because they weigh down your face, I guess, you're supposed to go in a more upwards motion with it. So I'm using it in the kind of inner corners almost, and then I'm doing almost a wing with my concealer, and I also put it under or to the side of my nostrils, above my lip, a little triangle on my chin, and then I just do a line going down my nose as straight as I possibly can make it, and then another little V. So while I'm blending, I'm going to focus on bringing the concealer up and not bringing it down my face to drag it down. And then everything else I blend just pretty much how you would expect. See, this was the flat face I was referring to about the powder. This is what I look like. Like for a good 3 years, looked like this. Okay, next I'm doing brows, and I just started using a new brow gel. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills one. I was dedicated to the Boy Brow gel from Glossier, but this one is so much better and it is cheaper at that. I was a pomade bitch for the longest time. I used to draw on my eyebrows, as I've mentioned multiple times. It is my villain origin story. But this one, this is not too aggressive. Like, I feel like if we're talking brow products, pomade over here, the extreme. Glossier Boy Brow, kind of another extreme. Like very, very natural. I feel like if you have very full brows and don't really need much of a tint, that's perfect. I have eyebrows, but I feel like I need a little bit of help. This one is perfect for that. I feel like this is right in the middle, just not too aggressive. This step is very self-explanatory. I'm just combing it through my brows. I just do one dip, like one, I use this side of the spoolie for one brow, flip it over, other side for the other brow. Like, you don't have to do that much at all. You can leave them like this if you like a messier, more natural look. I like to carve them out. I just like them to be a bit more snatched. So I'm just outlining them in concealer now. This is still the Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm just using this very dinky little brush from Beige Cosmetics. I've had this since the beginning of college. Honestly, forget there's no label on it anymore. I've rubbed it off, but it's just like a small flat brush. So I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of concealer and start outlining my eyebrows. I'm trying to do this from a distance. Usually I'm like 2 inches from my mirror, but I just went underneath. I'm gonna go over and then again at the top. This is really just so you have like nice clean lines. And then right here in the middle. So I've just kind of outlined my eyebrow with concealer basically. Okay, they're carved out. Now I'm just going to blend the concealer in. When it comes to the middle here, because I want it to be like a nice gradient, I'm just slightly tapping on the center. Not too aggressively, so that it blends in. It's not just like boom, brow start. Speaking of my villain origin story, I'm going to be using ABH Pomade to touch up any sparse areas, and I'm just using their brow brush. Any sparse bits. Okay, next I'm setting my concealer with the HD Flawless Setting Powder in Brightening Banana. And I have some choice words with the person who decided that loose powder was at all just a thing we needed, because I have such a hard time not making a total mess. I just did, okay, a total mess out of it. Like, this is not an optimal design, I feel like. Okay, minimal spillage, some spillage, minimal. We're gonna dip the beauty blender in and just set the concealer. I feel like I look like a ghost. We need a contour ASAP. Alright, for contour, I'm using the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in Mocha, and I love this thing. It made me such a believer in cream contours. They're so much easier to work with. So I'm taking the right underneath my cheekbone, like so, on the other cheekbone, and then I do contour my nose, just going down like that, and the other side down, and then just the nostril area. To blend that out, I just use this little kabuki brush. I like it better than the beauty blender, but I just go and blend upwards. So for my nose contour, it's kind of like a two-part. So first I go in with this possibly other BH Cosmetics brush. This one's a lot fluffier. And I just go in and soften the lines a bit. Same thing for the nostril area. After that, I go in with my beauty blender just to blend it out a little bit more. Okay, next for blush, I'm using the Glossier Cloud Paint. This is in Beam, and I've just been realizing I really like cream products. I just think, like with the foundation, they melt into your face really nicely, and that's the effect I'm usually going for. So I'm just putting that on the apples of my cheeks and bringing it upwards, up towards my temples to lift the face again. Oh, that's a lot. Just put some over here. Okay, next I brought my very smudged mirror closer to curl my lashes. This is the Tweezerman Lash Curler. It's like $30, which is ridiculous, but it really works. I promise, it's worth $30. Okay, next for mascara, I'm using the Covergirl Lash Blast Volume Hydrofuge. I used to use this in college and I really liked it and was looking for a new one because my last mascara I used, I really didn't like the waterproof formula, and I remembered this one being like very sturdy. So I'm just gonna put that on my lashes. I like to do my bottom lashes too. Okay, for highlight, I have this Laura Geller palette that comes with Champagne Toast, Starstruck, and Golden Gleam. They're sold separately too. But I'm just gonna take Champagne Toast and hit the high points of my face. I do cheekbones, my nose, down the bridge. And then I'll do some on my Cupid's bow and my chin and just underneath my brow bone. Alright, lastly for lips, I'm using this Fenty Beauty lipstick in the color Single. And then I'm finishing off the look with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. But this is it. This is my everyday makeup and all the products I like to use on a daily basis. I feel like it comes out looking very natural looking. People are usually pretty surprised when I say I spend like 30 minutes to an hour on this. But I do like to take my time, and I feel like it turns out really pretty and just natural and dewy looking, which is what I always go for. But I hope you guys liked it. I hope you found some new products you want to try out or techniques that you want to add to your own makeup routine. If you did like it, make sure to leave me a like and a comment to let me know. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't, hit the post notification bell. I hope you're all having a great day, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.